The elections in Zimbabwe. We are joined on the line from Pretoria by Unisa Professor Shadrack Gutto. Very good morning to you, Professor.
Good morning to you and good morning to your listeners.
Just tell us, Professor, what are your expectations of today at the Arms Commission?
Well, I think the Arms Commission, there's going to be very little today apart from the chair really making opening statements and then those who are going to leave evidence indicating, who they are going to call and what type of evidence. But that is all for today. Then thereafter, I hope that it will start picking speed. This is a commission that has been, deterring in many ways and moving very, very slowly for whatever reason. It was set up, almost 2 years ago, and nothing much has happened. So we hope that it is going to begin to really do the work it should be doing.
Do you think that the commission that has wide-ranging powers still has credibility after being compromised by all the resignations and issues of funding?
Well, I think that the resignations ought to be clarified on why, because to have a judge who is a member of the commission, a commissioner, to really resign because of the relations probably with the chair, who is also a judge, is something that the public ought to be put in confidence, and we hope that that will be done. But I think the most substantive thing here is it is a commission with very broad terms of reference. Mind you that it was established as the Constitution requires by the President, and it is investigating matters in which the President was implicated. And from that point of view, one may understand why the terms of reference are so broad, and one hopes that the Commission will narrow down to areas of significance to the public, whether there were contracts were improperly concluded, were there any corruption or bribes given, did we pay more than we should have paid if there was no corruption, and those who did wrong should be punished. But all the others about was it a good policy to buy those arms, I believe belong to defense policy, and the Commission may not really help us in that regard.
Now, Professor, let's just change our focus to Zimbabwe. What is your reaction to the results that have been published so far?
The results were surprising. To me, I was thinking of a very closely run, and if there was going to be a winner at the presidential level, it was going to be by a very small margin. Not what we have seen or what we have been told of ZANU-PF President Mugabe getting over 61%. The other, of course, is the question of parliament, which was controlled by the opposition at the majority, and to have the ruling party getting 2/3 is a shocker for many who are closely observing the political trends in the country. I would have thought that ZANU-PF would have done better than it did in 2008, but not at the rate. Therefore, the whole question around the credibility of the voters' role, how voters were listed and enrolled or registered, and whether all of those who are properly registered were allowed to vote, and so on, ought to be really subjected to some forensic audit or investigation.
Thank you very much, Professor. That's Professor Shadrack Gutto giving us his opinions on, of course, the Arms Deal Commission that will start a little bit later today.